Hello guys, welcome back my channel.
This was for the NXT Championship. These two absolutely despise each other, and this fight was a reckoning of epic proportions. It's Kevin Owens versus Bron Breakker in a two-guy match. Let's go! Big slaps echo arena. The opening moments see these two circling each other like animals. Then they lock up and it's all power as they slam into each other over and over. This is a battle of two alpha males who will not be denied. They trade strikes and neither man goes down. My God. Breakker actually just slammed KO through the broadcast table. That had to hurt. This place is going absolutely insane. And he follows it up with a cannonball off the apron. That is incredible. How does Kevin Owens survive this? But he does. He gets his foot on the bottom rope and pulls himself out of the way just in time. What a near fall. This crowd is on their feet. Breakker goes for another cannonball, but this time KO moves aside and drop kicks him right in the face. He's bleeding now, and the champion is in trouble. This has been one way for much of the match thus far. Owens says, taking control. He sends Breakker to the outside and follows up with a dive. But Breakker catches him and slams him to the mat. Back in the ring, KO avoids a big boot and hits us. He tries to follow up with a stunner, but Breakker escapes and hits a fall-away slam. Then he goes for the cover. 1, 2. Owens kicks out at the last second. Owens fights back with a flurry of strikes and hits a senton bomb. He covers. 1, 2, almost. Breakker kicks out at the last second. Both men are exhausted. It's a slugfest as they trade shots in the middle of the ring. Neither man goes down. This match has been relentless. The fans are on their feet as they trade big boots. Oh my God. They collide in the middle of the ring. The crowd goes, wow, this is unbelievable. A double clothesline KO spot and both men go down. They're slowly getting to their feet. Breakker whips Owens to the top rope and climbs up after him. He looks for a superplex, but Owens fights him off and drop kicks him right in the face. He climbs to the top rope and hits a frog splash, but Breakker kicks out at the last second. Now, Breakker looks to be dazed. He hits back to his feet, and it's straight strike. Owens hits a stunner. He covers. 1, 2, 3. Owens wins. Owens wins the NXT Championship. We have a new champion. What an ending. What a match. Now, if you think that was crazy, wait till you see this next match. It's gonna blow your mind. It's Seth Rollins versus whoever. Let's go. This was an absolute war between two individuals who have been at each other's throats for months. Seth Rollins squared off against whoever in a street fight, and it was absolute mayhem. This may very well have been the match of the year. Who do you think won? Let me know in the comments below. We got a huge entrance from Seth freaking Rollins as he came running down to the ring with a steel chair in hand. The visionary was looking to make a statement, and he did just that. As soon as the bell rang, he went right after Mustafa Ali and laid him out with that steel chair. He continued to wail away on Ali until the babyface was able to get back to his feet and escape to the outside. But Rollins followed him out with a suicide dive and took him out at ringside. The action quickly made its way back inside the ring, where both competitors started to trade blows. Rollins sent Ali to the outside again and climbed to the top rope.
Wow.
He looked for a Phoenix Splash, but Ali got his knees up and sent the Monday Night Messiah crashing to the mat. Just when it looked like Ali might take control, Rollins caught him with a suplex and followed it up with a stomp to the face. He tried to cover, but Ali kicked out at the last second. Seth went for a foul Cadero, but Ali countered with a sunset flip. 1, 2, close. He then escaped the pedigree and hit a 450 splash. He covered. 1, 2. Rollins kicked out at the last second. Ali looked to have the match won when he hit the 0-A finisher, but somehow Rollins was able to kick out. The crowd was stunned into silence as they watched the two men battle back and forth. As the match wore on, both competitors began to fatigue.
Wow.
Ali looked to be the more injured of the two. His face was covered in blood. Despite being the aggressor for much of the match, Rollins found himself on the defensive. He was visibly exhausted. Both men were slow to their feet. They traded blows, and neither man went down. This match had officially turned into a slugfest. And what a slugfest it was. These two warriors just kept coming back for more. They traded punches and kicks until both men fell to the mat. When they got back to their feet, hey, look it up. Ali got the better of the exchange and hit a hook. He covered. 1, 2. Rollins kicked out at the last second. Ali couldn't believe it. He was so close to winning. The crowd was on their feet as Rollins finally got some separation. He hit a blockbuster and covered. 1, 2. Ali kicked out at the last second. This match had been a back and forth affair. Neither man could put the other away. Rollins and Ali exchanged punches and kicks. Rollins got the upper hand and hit the pedigree, but he didn't cover. Instead, he stomped on Ali's face. The referee was trying to stop him, but Rollins wouldn't listen. He continued to stomp on Ali's head until the referee disqualified him. Seth Rollins had gone too far. He had won the match. But at what cost? Ali was busted open and barely able to get to his feet. Ciampa's music hits, and he comes running down to the ring. He gets on the mic and says it's good to be home. Suddenly, The Miz and Dexter Lumis appear on the Titan. Miz says that he's got news. This isn't Ciampa's home. This is now ACH territory. The only thing that should be coming back here is Ciampa's mask. Out comes a CH, and Ciampa immediately drops the mic and attacks. He sends a CH to the outside and follows him out with a dive. Back in the ring, Ciampa takes out Dexter Lumis and hits a CH with fair game. He covers. 1, 2, 3. Tommaso Ciampa wins. What a comeback! Now, if you think that was exciting, wait till you see this next match. It's gonna leave you on the edge of your seat. This tag team match was for the NXT Tag Team Championships. The champions put their titles on the line against two hungry challengers, and it was an instant classic. Who do you think won? Let me know in the comments below. The match started off fast, with both teams trading blows in the ring. The action spilled to the outside, and the Creed Bros took control. They whipped the champions into the ring post and continued to wail away on them. Julius and Brutus were in complete control. They continued to work over their opponents until one of the challengers was able to make a tag. Unfortunately for the challengers, their momentum was short-lived as the Creed brothers quickly regained control. They cut off the ring and isolated their opponent. Julius tagged in and continued to work over their opponent. He hoisted them up for a vertical suplex, but they escaped and made a tag. Unfortunately, their partner was unable to get a hot tag as the Creed brothers cut him off as well. The champions were starting to make a comeback. They took control of the match and began to wear down their opponents. One of the challengers was busted open and bleeding profusely. The challengers were in trouble. The Creed brothers were just too much for them to handle. Julius and Brutus were going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. They retained their titles. What a performance by the Creed brothers! They continue to prove that they are the top dog in tag team wrestling. If you love tag team wrestling, make sure to subscribe because we've got plenty more matches coming your way. Don't miss out on all the action.
If you watching my video, subscribe my channel.